Hey, what's going on everyone? It's your boy Zeno Martinez here, back again with another video, and today we're talking about the infamous space-time hop. Let's get into it. Space-time hop has become the casual player's substitution of choice, and although it is true that there are those who do not prefer to use it, the vast majority of players do. But who could blame them? The invincibility frames and the ninjutsu cooldown buff are enticing, while the defensive debuff doesn't seem to be an issue at all. In addition, this sub's cooldown is about average when compared to the other substitutions in the game. It is my personal opinion that this substitution needs to be nerfed. Even outside of the lack of vulnerability and the ninjutsu cooldown, the sub itself is inconsistent. The reason I say this is because in its description, the substitution's invulnerability is supposed to be deactivated upon attacking, using ninjutsus, or even ninjutsu like cellular extraction. But too often though, players are able to attack their opponents or use ninjutsus and ninjutsus while still being protected. And at times, this protection works better than the ninjutsus they were inspired by, aka Kamui Bond and Climax. And as a player who prefers to not use this substitution, it becomes frustrating when you attempt to trade blows with an opponent but cannot touch them while they are able to continue to run, use ninjutsus, or even trade blows with you while still being invulnerable to your attacks. Like, what? This for real needs to stop, and this substitution needs to be nerfed and or fixed like yesterday. Therefore, my recommendations for this nerf are: the cooldown needs to be increased to 40 seconds or more. The explosive substitution from the reanimated Itachi DLC has the longest cooldown for subs in the game, and yet can only do damage after briefly tracking you, while space-time hop does so much more. I mean, quicken ninjutsu cooldown when you're running jutsus like Sharingan is insane, especially when you combine it with the Black Crane outfit. I mean, it literally makes it impossible for you to attack your opponents unless they have counters ready. The invulnerability needs to be deactivated immediately after attacking or using ninjutsus and ninjutsu. Like, as your opponent, I should not be able to make you sub and attempt to trade blows with you only for you to be able to hit me while my attacks are inconsistently landing. Now, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all probably not gonna like me for this, but I would also add the removal of ninjutsu cooldown, but Kamui does have the same effect, so I'm gonna leave it alone, okay? But that doesn't mean that the other nerfs aren't needed. And before you space-time hop have hoes start coming from me in the comments, I am aware that there are counters to this substitution, but that doesn't change the fact that this substitution needs to be addressed and patched. Like, I understand why a majority of players run this substitution. For one, it provides needed protection, especially for inexperienced players who lack the knowledge or survivability to hold their own when getting jumped or facing players who are more experienced. The substitution also does a great job of helping inexperienced players close the skill gap between themselves and experienced players, especially when they're solo queuing and going up against 4 stacks. But the inconsistency with the substitution's intended effects make it frustrating to go up against or even use. Like, I cannot tell you the amount of times I found myself raging over the fact that my opponent and I are running the same substitution, but I can't touch them, but they could touch me. Like, no. we gotta get this together, okay? But enough about me and my thoughts. What are your thoughts on space-time hop? Do you agree with me that it needs a nerf? Or do you prefer that it remains the same? Or do you have any other recommended nerfs and patches for this substitution? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, y'all, it's hard out here, but your boy wouldn't know. Period.